A report from the National Transportation Safety Board classified the tallest bridge here in the state at a critical risk of collapse if a ship were to crash into it.
Comes as the NTSB released a study on vulnerability of nearly 70 bridges nationwide. Victoria Fraser spoke with an engineering expert on what the classification means for the structural integrity of that bridge. She's live now in Green Bay with more on that. Victoria.
Bill and Cammie, the report lists bridges in 19 states, including the Leo Frigo Bridge here behind me, which are due for an assessment to determine risk of a potential collapse if hit by a ship. The bridge was built in 1979, and according to the American Association of State Highway and Transportation, a bridge owner is not required to complete a vulnerability assessment for a bridge design before the release of the 1991 guidelines. In the NTSB's report, it classifies the Leo Frigo Bridge at a critical level of risk of collapse if a ship were to crash into it. Wisconsin DOT Director Josh Dietschy says the classification is a term used by engineers and is not an indicator of current bridge conditions.
It carries the interstate because it carries I-43. It's not actually a measure of how strong the bridge is itself, what its capacity is, or what the level of risk is. Just that it carries the interstate above. So if for some reason it was to be taken out of service, it would be a higher disruption than if it were carrying a smaller roadway.
Coming up at 6, you'll hear how a channel size can be a factor for vessel collisions. Reporting live in Green Bay, Victoria Fraser, Action 2 News.